Well, welcome everybody to Peter White Public Library. It's a great night. Wow, I love all these people out here. My name is Marty. I'm the Adult Programming Coordinator for Peter White. And before I get started, I have to thank two groups, as always. I have to thank the Friends of Peter White Public Library who provide so many funds for us. And if you are watching this concert online, you can thank the Friends for that. They bought all of our equipment for that. And then also I have to thank the Carol Paul Memorial Trust Fund. They pay for every single musical act that you see here at Peter White Public Library. So they're a great contributors. So, all right. So I'll give you a sneak peek of what we have coming up. Next week, Monday. Now, if you are looking at the rack cards for Concert on the Steps, this concert is not on that rack card. It's an additional concert that we added Monday night, 7 p.m. right here on the steps of the library. We're going to have Ramble Tamble. And if you've never seen Ramble Tamble, they are a surf rock group. They're fantastic, and this is the only concert they're doing this summer. Do yourself a favor and mark that on your calendar. Come next Monday. And then next Wednesday, we have another great group from the area, Joyride. They are students at Yes, Joyride is going to be here. And they are students from Marquette Senior High School. And if you saw the jazz concert this past April at the library, you heard Joyride, and they're fantastic. And I'm so excited that they're coming. And then next week, Friday, we're going to end our summer Spielberg summer movie series. We're going to be watching Jurassic Park. Free popcorn, thank you, friends. So if you want to see people getting eaten by dinosaurs, show up next Friday at noon downstairs in the community room, okay? So lots of other great stuff. I do have flyers if you're interested in what's happening for the rest of August or September. Just come up to me and I'll get you one of those flyers. But I'm going to turn things over to Christy and Aodh. Oh my gosh.
That's all right, you're in.
Aodh. Please give a big Peter White Public Library welcome to 4 Shillings Short.
whistle up a slide, give fun jump and leave for the ladle, Venus punch your claw, and fun jump and leave for the ladle, Lana teeth of now, and fun jump and leave for the ladle, Miss your goal of sign, give fun jump and leave for the ladle, Rice and Heilige Mile, fun jump and leave for the ladle, Tour Colleen Bralem, fun jump and leave for the ladle, Raimi cheat and barn, fun jump and leave for the ladle, Could visit Hogwarts slide, fun jump and leave for the ladle.
Well, this song has a chorus, and I'd love to have y'all sing along, and it's about how every effort we make to make the world a better place really does matter. Because it all adds up, like a drop in the bucket becomes a bucket in the pond, and a pond fills the river, and the river rushes on. And every river swells a river until the power can't be stopped. And what becomes a mighty ocean started as a drop. It's a drop in the bucket and a bucket in the pond, and a pond fills a river and the river rushes on. And every river swells a river until the power can't be stopped. And what becomes a mighty ocean started as a drop. All right. It's a crazy world we live in, trouble all around. Brothers and sisters, if we're gonna make a difference, we're gonna have to stand our ground. It's a drop in the bucket, and a bucket in the pond, and a pond fills a river, and the river rushes on. And every river swells a river until the power can't be stopped. And what becomes a mighty ocean started as a drop. Started as a drop. Wanna give that a try? Here we go. It's a drop in the bucket, and a bucket in the pond, and the pond fills a river, and the river rushes on. Every river swells a river until the power can't be stopped. And what becomes the mighty ocean started as a drop. Started as a drop. Down in Alabama, a lady boarded a bus. The driver said, "You're black, you gotta sit in the back." Rosa said, "I've had enough." She was a drop in the bucket, and a bucket in the pond, and the pond fills a river, and the river rushes on. Every river swells a river until the power can't be stopped. And what becomes a mighty ocean started as a drop. Started as a drop. Great Britain ruled over India, made them slaves to the goods they bought, till Gandhi took his people to the ocean. He said, "Look, free salt." He was a drop in the bucket, and a bucket in the pond, and a pond fills a river, and the river rushes on. Every river swells a river until the power can't be stopped. And
what becomes a mighty ocean. Started as a drop, started as a drop.
Mother Teresa lived her life. She did much more than feed the poor. She taught us how to shine our light.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. We are drops in the bucket and a bucket in the pond, and the pond fills the river, and the river rushes on. Every river swells the river until the power can't be stopped. And what becomes a mighty ocean started as a drop, started as a drop. Hello everybody, welcome. We're delighted to be here in Marquette again. We love Marquette. This is our 8th time, I believe, playing for the library in
The last
almost
at
18
least
years.
18 years, yep, something like that.
Are we too loud? No. Are we balanced?
Yes.
I mean mentally.
Well, it's a little early to tell.
So we started off with some polkas from Ireland. They have polkas everywhere. Polkas in Germany, polkas in Poland, polkas in Mexico, but polkas in Ireland. And they just adapted the dance step to the Irish tunes.
So I was
And
playing the
that was-
hammered dulcimer here, this big instrument here, and Aodh was playing some tin whistles.
I was playing some tin whistles, and there were words in the Irish language that my grandfather taught me when I was 5 years old. He said, I'm going to Waterford and there's a table full of drink and a house full of women and I'm drinking their health. So it's like preparing the 5-year-olds for, you know. And I was playing the tin whistle, 6-old Irish flute, blow harder, 2 octaves, $7, $8, and then I was playing the spoons. The spoons, I started off on metal spoons, but they hurt too much. And wooden spoons sound a lot better. So you can do a little flick, you can run it down your outstretched fingers. You can do stuff like that, and you can also eat soup with them. And then that last song, written by a friend of ours in Berea, I was playing the washboard, and I was also playing a Renaissance instrument called the crumhorn. Crumb from the German, meaning curved. It's a capped double reed instrument from the 1400s, 1500s, 1600s.
Well, we're going to carry on with the song about the wee folk, the good people, the others, the fairy folk. Now, you know the leprechaun is one of the most famous of all those beings. And the Irish, I'm telling you, those folks have lots of stories about encounters with the others. You don't want to mess with them, that's all I can say. But the leprechaun is known for his attire. He usually has a wee cap and a coat, and he's famous for being a shoemaker. And oh, of course, the pot of gold.
Pot of gold?
A purse of gold, a pot of gold, a sack of gold. And if you can catch the leprechaun, you get this pot of gold. So, we'd like y'all to sing with us. Oh, the fairy was laughing, laughing too. The fairy was laughing too. Oh, the fairy was laughing, laughing too. The fairy was laughing too. Oh, the fairy was laughing, laughing too. The fairy was laughing too. Oh, the fairy was laughing, laughing too. The fairy was laughing too. In a shady nook one moonlit night, a leprechaun I spied, with scarlet cap and coat of green, a crushing by his side. 'Twas tick-tack-tick, his hammer went upon the weeny shoes, and I laughed to think of a purse of gold. But the fairy was laughing too. Oh, the fairy was laughing, laughing too. The fairy was laughing too. Oh, the fairy was laughing, laughing too. The fairy was laughing too. With tiptoe step and beating heart, quite softly I drew nigh. There was mischief in his merry face, a twinkle in his eye. He hammered and sang with tiny voice, and drank his mountain dew. And I laughed to think he was caught at last. But the fairy was laughing too. Oh, the fairy was laughing, laughing too. The fairy was laughing too. Oh, the fairy was laughing, laughing too. The fairy was laughing too. As thought I seized the elf, your fairy purse I cried. The purse, says he, 'tis in her hand, that lady by your side. I turned to look, the elf was off, then what was I to do? And I laughed to think what a fool I'd been. And the fairy was laughing too. Oh, the fairy was laughing, laughing too. The fairy was laughing too. Oh, the fairy was laughing, laughing too. The fairy was laughing too.
So we have been on the road 28 years full time. One of our first gigs, actually, we started off in the Bay Area, and our first gig was in Menominee, Michigan.
At the band shell.
At the band shell. And it was offering us a lot of money, so we went all the way across country in our Dodge Caravan with all our instruments. And
that was
we got up on the stage.
1997.
Got up on stage, set up, ready to play. And then, wouldn't you know it, I was a magnet. The mosquitoes started finding me. And they started biting me and biting me. And Christy said, oh, they know the bar is open. That was our introduction to the UP.
Now, one of the famous Irish characters and women is the pirate queen, Grace O'Malley. Grace O'Malley was born in 1530 and died at the ripe age of 73 in 1603. She was the daughter of the O'Malley chieftain, and the O'Malleys were from County Mayo in the northwestern part of Ireland. They were all seafaring people, and her father was a chieftain and a sea captain. And Grace wanted to be a captain just like her father and sail on the Atlantic. But of course her father said, "Now Grace, really, you're a woman." At that time she was a girl. "Your place is in the home. You cannot be a sea captain. And besides, your beautiful long hair will just get caught in the ropes and you'll strangle yourself to death." Well, what did she do? She shaved off all her hair and snuck on board. And the rest is history. She became a famous sea captain. And at the height of her career, she commanded over 700 men and 7 huge galley ships and sacked the ships coming off into Galway Bay and Clew Bay.
And she was known as Groin of Whale, which means bald groin. And she was really well known. She was the terror of the English and the Spanish fleets and the French fleets coming into Galway Bay.
And of course, she was kind of like Robin Hood. She would give all that she found and that she collected as booty to her people. So this is another sing-along about Grace O'Malley combined with a song in Irish.
Written by Padraig Pearse or Padraig MacPeirish. It's welcoming Grace O'Malley home with a crew of Irish sailors to rid Ireland of the invader.
Come all ye men on down to the shore with me. Come and sail my ships on the Gaelic Sea. I'll bind you all to a life full of mystery. Say goodbye to the boys you used to be. Heave ho, it's off we go. Heave ho, it's off we go. Heave ho, it's off we go. We'll follow Grace O'Malley. Wanna try that?
That's your part now.
Here we go. Heave ho, it's off we go. Heave ho, it's off we go. Heave ho, it's off we go. We'll follow Grace O'Malley. One more time.
Well, hang on. That was pretty pathetic.
Come on, let your
Let's
inner
do it
pirate
better
out.
than that. This is in the key of R.
Yeah, here we go.
Heave ho, it's off we go. Heave ho, it's off we go. Heave ho, it's off we go.
We'll follow Grace O'Malley. Say fare ye well to the land that you know so well, and the girl with secrets yet to tell. Leave them with ribbons for their curly hair, and the bonny baby that she'll have to bear.
Heave ho, it's off we go. Heave ho, it's off we go.
Heave ho, it's off we go. We'll follow Grace O'Malley. Oro, shade of Hawaii. Oro, shade of Hawaii. Oro, shade of Hawaii. And this year hat on Tauri.
A groin of Whale, a tachtar soile, Oakly Garmhully, Margartu, Gwyliad Hain, Ni Gwyl Nos Boinig, is Cynnysiwn Rwyger Gaule.
Heave ho, it's off we go. Heave ho, it's off we go. Heave ho, it's off we go. We'll follow Grace O'Malley. brave and bold on every hand. You fight for freedom, you fight for your land. You fight to keep your only piece of land. Heave-ho, it's off we go. Heave-ho, it's off we go. Heave-ho, it's off we go. We'll follow Grace O'Malley. Come all ye men on down to the shore with me. Come and sail my ships on the Gaelic Sea. I'll bind you all to a life full of mystery. Say goodbye to the boys you used to be. Heave-ho, it's off we go. Heave-ho, it's off we go. Heave-ho, it's off we go. We'll follow Grace O'Malley. Oro, she devour Wailer. Oro, she devour Wailer. Thank you. I was playing the alto mandolin, also known as the mandola.
And before that, she was playing the tenor mandolin, known as bouzouki, short scale bouzouki. Now, as I said, we've been on the road 28 years, and this is one of the instruments that we brought into Irish pubs when we were playing pubs in our early days, and they didn't know what to make of us. This is Christy's first instrument. She started listening to the music of India when she was 10 years old and bought her first sitar when she was 15. Ravi Shankar, the man who taught George Harrison of the Beatles to play the sitar, was teaching in UCLA in California at the time, and his protege, Tony Karasik, was Christy's first teacher.
So the sitar from India is made out of a gourd, out of a pumpkin that's been cured to be made into the body of the instrument. There are 20 strings on the sitar, 2 layers of strings. The top bridge has 7 main playing strings that sound like this. The 3 drone strings provide a layer of harmony. 3 rhythm strings keeps the rhythm going, and 1 main playing string. The sound travels down through the larger bridge into the body, causing a smaller secondary bridge of 13 sympathetic strings to vibrate, and they create that echo that you hear of the sitar. We're going to play for you a classical Indian raga, a raga of love called Yaman Kalyan.
And of course, it's called a sitar because you have to sit to play it. Otherwise, it would be called a standtar. And you know why the guitar was so called. Oh, I deal with booze very well. Thank you very much. The two drums I was using, one of them is made out of gourd, given to me in a place called Cool, California, in Cool, California. And the guy who made it so that I could put my hand inside the bell of the drum to imitate tablas from India. And the other one is a drum from Morocco called the doumbek, but it has a tambourine mounted inside in it. So you get the tambourine sound when you do that. And again, I put my hand inside the drum to change the pitch. Now we're going to do another song about the water.
Oh, well, we're on the water, so we got to do songs about the water. Well, this one is a sea shanty that goes back to the 1850s, and it was written by the whalers. When they would go out to the Arctic and hunt the whale, they would come back south when the winter set in, and many of them, if they were hunting on the Pacific, would go to Maui, to the Hawaiian Islands. So they wrote this song for the people of Maui. Rolling down to old Maui, me boys, rolling down to old Maui. We're homeward bound from the Arctic grounds, rolling down to old Maui.
It's a damn tough life, full of toil and strife. We whaler and undergo, and we won't give a damn when the gales are done, how hard the winds did blow. For we're homeward bound from the Arctic grounds, with a good ship taut and free. And we won't give a damn when we drink our rum with the girls from old Maui. Rolling down to old Maui, me boys, rolling down to old Maui. We're homeward bound from the Arctic grounds, rolling down to old Maui. Once more we sail with the northerly gales through the ice and wind and rain. Once them coconut fronds, them tropical shores, we soon shall see again. 6 hellish months we passed away on the cold Kamchatka Sea. But now we're bound from the Arctic grounds, rolling down to old Maui. Rolling down to old Maui, me boys, rolling down to old Maui. We're homeward bound from the Arctic grounds, rolling down to old Maui. Once more we sail with the northerly tales towards our island home. Our whaling done, our mainmast sprung, and we ain't got far to roam. Our stunsail's bones is carried away, what care we for that sound? A living gale is after us. Thank God we're homeward bound. Rolling down to old Maui, me boys, rolling down to old Maui. We're homeward bound from the Arctic ground, rolling down to old Maui. How soft the breeze through the island trees. Now the ice is far astern. Them native maids, them tropical glades is awaiting our return. Even now their big brown eyes look out, hoping some find day to see. Our baggy sails running for the gales, rolling down to old Maui. Rolling down to old Maui, me boys, rolling down to old Maui. We're homeward bound from the Arctic ground, rolling down to old Maui. Rolling down to old Maui, me boys, rolling down to old Maui, me boys. We're homeward bound from the Arctic ground, rolling down to old Maui. I think the Arctic winds were catching up with me there. Oh, yeah, by the way, we have over there a mailing list. We send out a monthly email with pictures from the road and stories. We also lead 2-week tours in Ireland, archaeology, music and folklore tours in May and June. And if you're interested in we're the musicians, we're the guides, my mother was an archaeologist, etc. And we don't try to travel the whole country, we just do a small section of it. And they're very popular, we've been doing it since 2016. So if you're interested in that, put down Ireland as well. We have 3 CDs available there. We're going to reprint some of our favorites soon. But we have 1 for 10, 3 for 20. That's about it. So this is another song. Oh, you are? Okay.
Well, the next instrument we'll bring out is the charango, which is a native instrument from the Andes Mountains. The charango was influenced by Spanish instruments that came with the conquistadores to South America. The vihuela, the medieval Spanish guitar, the bandira, the medieval Spanish mandolin, the lute, all went into the creation of this native instrument, traditionally made out of the shell of an armadillo. This one's made out of wood because the armadillo is now a protected animal in South America. So we'll play for you a couple of traditional pieces from the Andes. The first piece is called Titicaca, which celebrates Lake Titicaca, the highest alpine lake in South America at over 12,000 feet. It's a very important nesting place for the flamingos and is said to be the origin of the Aztec civilization. And we'll follow with a piece called El Poncho Rojo, the red coat.
So Christy, you're proposing we skip the bigler, right?
Yeah.
Or else I could do stuff. Okay, or something like that.
Well, Aodh's going to get my Irish frame drum, known as the bowron. The bowron is traditionally made out of goat skin, and it's played with a little tipper or a beater. Now, the reason it's in the case is this one is not tunable, so I put a heating pad in there because it's so humid and the skin just absorbs all the moisture.
So the bowron is spelled B-O-D-H-R-A-N, but pronounced bowron. And the bowron is usually made from goat skin, as Christy said. But when they run out of goat skin and they have to use dog skin.
Not dog skin, Aodh.
Yeah, it's called a bowron.
The bowron.
Oh.
That is such a bad joke, Aodh, really. Oh well.
This is a children's song in Irish. I'm going to lay my child down. He's a good boy. His brother is great at bringing in the hay. His sister is wonderful at the spinning wheel. He's from the west and he's going to marry the girl from the mountain. Then how the Irish solve their overcrowding. I'm going to throw him up in the air. I'm going to throw him up in the air. I'm going to throw him up in the air so far that he'll never come down till tomorrow.
Well, you know, in the old Irish cottages, they always have a loft. And that's where the kids would sleep. They climb up the ladder and go to the loft, and that's where all the warm air from the fire and the hearth would gather. And that's the best place to sleep on a cold night.
Wow,
We wouldn't throw them up there, though. All right, here we go. So dose, dilly no dose so dee, dilly no dose so dose so dose so dilly no dose so dee, dilly no dose so dose, dilly no dose so dee, dilly no dose so dose so dose so dilly no dose so dee.
Credit maroon consuin, credit maroon the lay, credit maroon consuin get you in the dilly no dose so dee,
Dilly no dose so dose, dilly no dose so dee, dilly no dose so dose so dose so dilly no dose so dee.
Is bochel masushje sushje, bochel masushje pine. Is bochel masushje sushje sushje, kalinda stoor niet uit.
Dilly no dose so dose, dilly no dose so dee, dilly no dose so dose so dose so dilly no dose so dee.
Is bochel in hier en hier, bochel in hier en vaar, bochel in hier en hier en hier, ze kan niet schreeuwen van. Dilly no dose so dose, dilly no dose so dee, dilly no dose so dose so dose so dilly no dose so dee. Kach me sauce sauce, kach me sauce en paasje, kach me sauce sauce sauce, Turkish sauce mile.
Dilly no dose so dose, dilly no dose so dee, dilly no dose so dose so dose so dilly no dose so dee. Dilly no dose so dose, dilly no dose so dee, dilly no dose so dose so dose so dilly no dose so dee.
So we're 7. Huh? UP. And if we have time and people want another, we can do Roger. We wrote a song. We were singing Munising with our dear friend Joan Vanette, and we were looking. Oh, do you have enough?
I haven't. Yep.
We were looking for to write a song about the UP.
And we met
Up here,
up here.
Jack Bauer.
Jack Bowers. Now, Jack Bowers is the man that popularized the saying, say ya to the UP, eh?
Or the one we had on the back of the van has fallen off. So we're on. You have to tell us where to find it.
Yeah.
No,
We're
we
gonna
have to
go.
get-
We're gonna go to the tourist trap. I think they'll have them there, in near
Hopefully.
Ishpeming. Hopefully. But this is a song that we wrote. Say ya to the UPA. Aodh's going to be playing an Indian instrument called the shruti box. It's kind of a drone instrument.
Used for chanting. So thank you all for coming, and thank you to the library and the friends of the library. By the way, you can get involved with the friends of the library in many ways. You can volunteer with them for their various book sales events. You can donate a load of books to them.
You can become
give
a member.
money to them.
Yeah.
Become a member.
Yeah. Libraries are great, aren't they? I mean, it's just amazing. We play hundreds of libraries every year, and what we love about it is that it makes our music free to all of you. So there's no economic barrier, because music, folk music, belongs to the people. And if you have to pay $25 to go to a concert, you might have to decide whether or not to have dinner, you know, or feed your family this week. So we realize how valuable the libraries are to providing free programming. So we just are so grateful to all the libraries we play, but especially to Peter White. We're very, very attached to this place. So thank you, everyone. There's a place where all my worries melt just like winter snow, where the hustle of the city and pressures cannot go, and the many miles I travel to reach this magic place are worth the toil and effort and trouble I must face. Say ya to the UPA, the Great Lakes mighty queen, where trees outnumber people and northern lights are seen, where the winter snows come early and short is summer's stay. You won my heart forever. Say ya to the UPA. From the Mackinac to the Keweenaw, from Ironwood to Menominee, the northern woods of the inland seas are home to bird and beast, the moose, the wolf, and the great black bear, snowy owl and the porcupine, otters, badgers, martins, fishers, eagles, fox, and deer. Say ya to the UPA, the Great Lakes mighty queen, where trees outnumber people and northern lights are seen, where the winter snows come early and short is summer's stay. You've won my heart forever. Say ya to the UPA. 10,000 years since the glacial thaw, she's home to the mighty Ojibwa, Michigami, Escanaba, Nagani, Baraga. We hunt and fish till the frost sets in, then the birds head south with the northern wind. 8 long months of winter till we feel the warmth of spring. Say ya to the UPA, the Great Lakes mighty queen, where trees outnumber people and northern lights are seen, where the winter snows come early and short is summer's stay. You won my heart forever. Say ya to the UPA. The riches of this fertile land, known to men since ancient times, brought the French explorers like the Jesuit Marquette. The Finns and Swedes and the Cornish came to work the ore and the copper mines, carried across the mighty Sioux by steamer, boat, and rail. Say ya to the UPA, the Great Lakes mighty queen, where trees outnumber people and northern lights are seen, where the winter snows come early and short is summer's stay. You won my heart forever, say ya to the UPA. This place is where the Uper walks, and Gitchigumi's pictured rocks. Olelina, Toivo, Aino, walleye, trout, and bass. The summer brings the bugs and trolls, berries, pasties, cars, and boats. Then we dream of saunas and the quiet months of snow. Say ya to the UPA, the Great Lakes mighty queen, where trees outnumber people and northern lights are seen, where the winter snows come early and short is summer's stay. You won my heart forever, say ya to the UPA. UPI-yay, UPI-yo, ghost miners in the sky. Woo!
Christy Martin.
Aodh Og O'Tuama, we are for Shilling Short. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
And as we say in Ireland, Slán a Bhaile, safe home, everyone.
Slán a Bhaile, for my huggy.